back out again. Wait till you see her. A, B, C, D, me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Until you see her, you'll agree. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, for me.
Hello and welcome everybody to 2019. It is fantastic to be back. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday New Year's period. I know I certainly had a lot of relaxation time. And look, I've got a lot to talk about tonight. I've got a lot to get through. So before I do that, I want to do two things. Number one, I am joined by Ryan. It's always great to have Ryan back. Of course, he did join me throughout 2018. And it's good to have him back again tonight. Welcome, Ryan.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, mate. How am I going? Or what?
That was my best Willie impression.
Was it? Yeah, how you going?
Thought I did all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm just going to jump into one of these daily races and just do some laps while I talk. Another big welcome. So, first of all, welcome back to the channel members. We've got Lee Cogan, Piosco, who have stayed all signed up and rocking throughout the Christmas holiday period, but also a new member to Staniel. So welcome, Stan. Great to have you along. Unfortunately, obviously, I didn't have time to add you to the VIP list at the start of the stream, but it's great to have you all along. Now, hopefully the audio volumes and everything are fine. I've been mucking around with everything since we left off. Let's go race entry. I'll do some practice. What's this GR3, isn't it? What track am I at? Brazil. What car's good around Brazil, Ryan?
Yeah, them ones that are good.
Them ones that are good. Let's check out. Everyone's in the Mazda. I'm not going to be in the Mazda. Not a huge fan. I'm in the Mustang there. I'm just going to stick with the Mustang. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's do that. And why is this playing Christmas song? Let's skip this straight away. There we go. Jelly, that's going on there. What's going on in the chat? Welcome to everybody that is in the chat. As I say, a heap to get through in this, the first stream of 2019. I just kind of want to get underway, so I'm out doing laps and such while that is happening. Hopefully all the volume levels and everything are good. You'll have to let me know if they're not. But let's hop into it. So, 2018, let's cap off on that first of all. What a year, Ryan. What a massive year.
Yeah, look, I just want to also interject, just point out what Piosco has just said there.
What's Piosco just said?
Said that old mate TJ's jumped on as a subscriber as well, as a member.
He has. Oh, TG, babe. Did I not say that before? I thought I did.
No,
I'll tell you a little story about that. So I was just quickly before the stream, I thought, I'm going to go and add a sort of a VIP list. It's not live, so it doesn't update as you subscribe, but at the start of each stream, I'll update that to make sure that the VIPs list is up to date. I jumped onto my channel to see who was still a VIP, and of course there was only Lee and Piosco were the only two there. And I thought, oh, okay, TG Babes, not one anymore. So I just started writing them out, and as I was literally writing Piosco, because I had OBS open already for the stream, I actually heard the notification come through of TJ signing up again to be a channel member. So that's pretty funny. I was literally in the midst of doing it, and then I could just add him to the third line, whack it in. So obviously, yeah, big welcome to Lee, Piosco, TG Babe, always good to have you back, and Staniel, new member as well. So nice. Welcome to everyone.
It's a good way to start the year.
What a fantastic way to start the year. I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's been a couple of weeks. You know, I was working out the other day with Mrs. Rosco that it's actually been, I think, the 18th of December since I... Sorry, I just got a phone call. don't mind me, you know, pro streamer.
Pro streamer.
Yeah, I didn't improve any quality of my actual self whilst I was away. But I was saying some stuff and that. I did all the words and that. Did you hear me talking?
Something about December 2018?
Yeah, so I think it was 18th of December 2018 was the last time I streamed. So obviously I had some content that I made and put up throughout that time. But it's good to be back. It has been a long ass time.
Surprisingly busy, but not really at the same time.
What do you mean through the Christmas period?
Yeah, like I had a lot on, but at the same time, not much.
Yeah, I was a little bit the same. I actually found, wow. I found a bit of time for some R&R. I would like to point out, and this is a promise, I have not played Gran Turismo at all since the last live stream.
How do you change your car in this? Do you have to exit the whole thing?
Yeah, I think you do when you join the daily race. It's only online lobbies you can change from within the lobby.
That's crap.
Yeah, so I have not... well, actually, no, that is a lie. Because I think the last stream was the day... It was on a Tuesday, so it was the day before FIA race. And I did the FIA race the next night so I could record it as a video. That sounded like a new subscriber coming through. I was looking at the screen and not...
Henrik Jan, welcome.
Welcome. Great to have you along. Welcome to 2019.
Yeah, I rocked over and thought I'll just jump on here, and I'm like, why is nothing working? Then I was like, oh, hang on. Last thing I played was iRacing, so I had to like move everything around.
Yeah. So yeah, not only have I not played Gran Turismo in like 3 weeks, but I've actually been playing
a real driving simulator.
I've been playing iRacing, so I have to relearn how this game even feels.
Yep. How to not drive correctly.
Yes, I'm not going to be competitive tonight, just straight up. I'm probably going to do some damage to my DR, which I was just starting to recover towards the end of the year. But anyway, you know, YOLO, let's do it. It's a whole new year. It's a whole new me. It's not really. It's pretty much the same me. But yes, anyway, it was good to finish 2018 off as it was. I hope those of you who did see my Christmas special, and if you didn't see that, it's worth going and watch. I know it is a Christmas themed video, it's no longer Christmas, but the actual little race event thingy that we did, where it was around Le Mans. There was 5 of us, I think, total, in 5 different cars, different category cars, so not even the same. Handicap start, we all set off at different times. I think the biggest gap was you to me, Ryan. You're first, and I was some 2 minutes and 15 seconds behind you. It
sounds like you've said that a couple of times.
Why's that?
Because it's like exactly how you've said it just about every other time I've heard you say it.
Well, obviously, you know, practicing for the video, because you'd imagine I have to take like 140 takes when I make a video, because I just stuff up constantly. It kind of embeds itself in your brain.
I definitely haven't made it around a corner yet.
Yeah, how slippery are these tyres? Like, the one thing, because way back in the day, like when we first tried out iRacing, which is probably 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago maybe, the one thing I remember is that the tyres had no grip. They were disgusting. The tyre model was awful. And they've made so many changes and updates since then. And you jump back in and the tyres actually feel super grippy. And
it's nice to be able to utilise this rather expensive shifter I've got sitting here that looks good.
Yeah. Or your Fanatec gear that you've got.
Yeah.
It would be fairly nice.
So that's nice, and get the clutch up and going again. Makes everything handy. I had to learn to heel and toe again after just left foot braking, with driving around with your foot on the brake all the time.
Yeah, I was a little bit the same actually. Just like I do it a bit in real life. Just the old heel towing stuff. I did do it in the RX-7 and the BMW down at Baskerville at the racetrack.
Yeah.
So it kind of was a little bit easier, but the pedals obviously the G29 pedals feel a bit soft. I wouldn't mind some Fanatec pedals under my feet to do that with. Did you use the whole rig, or do you stick with any G29 parts?
No, just the G29 stuff, because for me to change the the pedals over, I've got to unbolt the pedals from one, bolt the other ones in.
So you need two rigs, really, don't you?
Yeah, I'll go and buy another rig, and then that'll make it easy. I mean, I may as well just buy another PC whilst I'm at it. That way I don't have to move from one to the other.
That's it. Buy another house so you can set it up in that, and you can have another rig, another PC, and another wife. I mean, you could go crazy.
The options are endless.
Yeah, the only problem is you would need another job as well to pay for it all. Oh, shit. Dropped her. Right, what's going on in the chat? I'm trying to concentrate on relearning this game. Rev, too busy taking care of your 6-month-old child. Been playing console for 5 weeks. Yeah, I know those feels, man. As much as I had some relaxation time over Christmas, I played almost no video games at all. Barely touched the thing. Have you finished the Faguzi liveries? That's from TG Babe.
Some.
Yeah, you have. You've seen. I've seen them. Well, you've seen them. You saw one. You know,
I definitely
reveal
saw.
At the end of the year. And
I've definitely seen them.
You've definitely kissed them with your eye lips, and they are sensational.
But I just want to reiterate as well that we're not in that much of a rush to get those done because we're not launching into that just yet.
No, that will be. I don't even know. I'm thinking late Feb.
Yeah, most
to
likely.
Early March. It'll be somewhere around there. We've got. We do have the Bathurst 12-hour coming up. And I can give you some updates on that. In fact, that brings me on to the next topic, which is what I really wanted to discuss, and that's 2019, everything I've got coming up on my channel, so you know what to expect. No unpleasant surprises for anyone, and maybe even some excitement. And we got some Welcome King Jeff as well. Did I miss a subscribe? I didn't hear a notification, I don't think, but anyway, welcome King Jeff.
Unless you pointed out, I don't even look, so I can't hear it. I've just got you.
You've not got the messages on stream. Ah, oh, damn. They haven't connected through. It's just got the Restreamio ones, which don't appear to be working, do they?
It just says the chat is ready to display messages.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to turn that. I'm just going to straight up turn that off, as I've done no decent lap times at all for this coming up race.
But you've done a 33, which is better than my 39.
33 is awful. I want to be in the 31s. Let's just piss that chat off. I don't know why Restreamio is not doing the chat thing. Something's gone tits up. But I mean, are you surprised?
No.
Anyway, I'll worry about that later. I'm just going to disable the chat for now, to be perfectly honest with you. So at least it doesn't say that in the middle of your screen. Let's transition that on. So no chat on stream tonight, guys. That's okay. That's cool. You guys are cool. And
Old man says piss the music off.
Yep, I can do that, actually. That was on from the start. Right, anything else while I'm at it? Yeah, it is the people stream. I live to serve. And all the rest. Tech difficulties. It is sort of a #1 technical difficulty, isn't it? It's a pretty light, gentle one. Just gonna retry this one, I think. Let me just bring the chat back up. Does he drive with a controller or wheel? I am on the Logitech G29, King Jeff. New Year's, new technical difficulties. It is actually, I haven't had that one before. What's your setup? Jimmy Sausages. Great name, by the way. Love it. I am on a Logitech G29. I have a rig, and I can't remember the brand, and they didn't put a sticker on it. So, it's made out of steel. I know that much. And my PC's also got stuff in it.
Oh, so yours is just like my black box?
It is, except I put the other two thingies in my black box that make it go a bit faster.
Yeah, yeah.
I turboed mine compared to yours.
Bit of turbo in action.
Turbo in action. Yeah, so anyway, what was I talking about? 2019 and what's coming up on my channel. You may have seen... Oh, wow, I'm dropping everything everywhere here. The lack of grip is definitely catching me out. That's okay, I've got 2 minutes to go. This race won't be a disaster at all.
Well, it's probably going to be just you and me in there.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. Oh, it's pretty prime time. It's 10 to 9, we should be pretty good. But yeah, so we have got, let me go through the year of what I've got planned. Certainly in terms of what racing sims you'll see on my channel. Obviously Gran Turismo is not going anywhere. I put a poll up on YouTube under the community section, which I think you don't get a notification about it, but it is in your sub box if you're looking through your sub box. And I did put the vote to the people as to what game they wanted to see tonight to start the year off, if they wanted Gran Turismo Project Cars 2 or iRacing. The people voted Ryan. And
I'm guessing I know what they voted for.
They obviously voted for Gran Turismo because that's what I'm here doing. It was an overwhelming victory, but that's not to say that there wasn't strong representation from the other two. Stop, slow down Mustang, slow down big dog, Mustang. But I put the vote to the people. Gran Turismo was chosen, but what you can guarantee there will be on my channel this year is a lot more other sims. So Gran Turismo is not going anywhere. If you enjoy that, if you sub for that, and if that's what you want to watch and enjoy, then you won't be disappointed because there will still be regular Gran Turismo content. But you're also going to see a lot more, probably a lot more iRacing, maybe as the year goes on, because at the moment I'm in a bit of a grinding phase, as is Ryan. We've both just signed up with new memberships, and we basically need to grind through and try and get some license points and levels so that we can compete in some fun races, Ryan. Yeah. For now, we pretty much just rinse and repeat the same MX-5 race around Laguna Seca to try and get some points up. But that is something you will see a lot more of, is iRacing, and hopefully towards the end of the year we can have some fun, Ryan, and I can maybe even do a driver swap race during a stream. That was my best lap and I didn't even do it. So many sponsors now. Getting there, man. Getting there, Speedy. These amazing people. Oh, wow.
This might be the first time that...
Last.
Oh, Jesus. Even with the reduced thing, we're still not in the same group.
No, we're not. I've got 15 of 16, to be fair.
I got 14.
My lobby. Well, there you go. We've got 2 nearly full lobbies.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got
I love that, though. Like, we've extremely heightened the likelihood. And yet, here we are. I got a pretty good idea of who Skippy Heat is, though.
Squid, you are in my lobby. So is Chris Taylor. He's there as well. Who else do we know in here? Bing Bong Man. Nice name. Don't know him. Good name, though.
Good name.
But yes, anyway, so iRacing going to be coming up. There's going to be more Project Cars 2. There's going to be Endurance Series. So I'm going to make it into... I think I'm going to make it into a series. I don't know yet. But there's going to be a series of endurance races. Whether or not they're interconnected with points is another matter. It'll start with the Bathurst 12-hour, which of course will be a Bathurst 1.2 hour. And I think I'm going to have 2, Ryan. I'm going to have one on Gran Turismo, a 1.2 hour race around Bathurst. And then I think I'm going to have one on Project Cars, another Bathurst 1.2 hour. So there'll be plenty of Bathurst going on for those couple of weeks around the real-life Bathurst 12-hour. You'd be excited about that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as it's not whilst I'm in Bathurst.
It's, well, yeah. True that. Will you be in Bathurst during the actual race? Of course I'm not going to run the race on the actual race weekend because I'm going to have my ass on the couch watching it.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, will be handy. So no risk there. But yeah, that's going to be coming up. Obviously, as announced at the end of 2018, the first racing series I'm going to be hosting. It'll be another 5-race series. It is in the Faguzi, in the Nissan 240Z. So that should be fun. Looking forward to that. There'll be more series throughout the year of different classes. We might try some new cars, new things. They're all going to follow the same sort of successful recipe that I suppose we came up with last year, and that is we're all going to be in the same car with balance of performance turned on and tuning turned off. So that should be good. There'll be endurance races throughout the year. What else have we got? We'll have a probably a Spa race, which we didn't have last year. Gran Turismo Spa will be coming in the first 3 months of 2019. So we will have Spa with Gran Turismo. Remember that you heard it here first when it comes out. You probably didn't hear it here first, actually. But anyway, that's how that's going to go. And, you know, we've got it on Project Cars as well. And what else we got? There'll be a Le Mans race. All sorts of stuff. So we'll have some endurance races coming up, some series coming up, and lots of games. But let me concentrate on this race for just a few seconds, and then I'll get back to more of the 2019 talk. Squiddy in front of the big beamer gets a draft. Oh, whoa, whoa! Bit hefty on the old throttle then. We'll go too wide around the sweeper, but I will have the inside line here. And I'll keep a tight line as well. First race back in 2019, I'm feeling all at sea on these tyres. I don't mind telling you that the game feels pretty foreign after iRacing.
Yes.
Very slippy. Why am I not sitting in here is excellent. Mrs. Rosco just got a Xbox notification, which you would have heard on stream.
Nope. I didn't.
Oh, you might have.
Because I'm not listening to it.
Oh, that's deep. That is so deep. Oh. Nearly had a collision. Oh, there you go. He wasn't too concerned with the collision. Squiddy raced nicely. But old check T146 gave 0 Fs. Just didn't quite brake hard enough. That was my problem. It has put me back to 8th. Not ideal. Got Bing Bong Man behind me. Oh, there's just no grip. I've actually found myself concentrating here. That's a scary bloody concept. See if I can snag a sneaky slipstream off check T. I don't know what he must be on a controller. There must be little inputs like controller steering inputs, because he is all over the place. Oh. Some contact. Stuck to the outside. There's my first SR down arrow of 2019. Feels good. Feels good to have it. Poor old Squiddy got shafted then. Check did all the hard work for the overtake. I snuck up on the inside trying to reap the benefits that he sowed, which I sort of did. That's right, with Gran Turismo you've got to accelerate whilst you're braking, and that turns the front end. I forgot about that. So a little pro tip, if you didn't know, whilst you still got your foot on the brakes a little bit, just give it a little touch of throttle and it will pull the front around. Wild on the exit there. I wanted to get the throttle down early and was scared about the oversteer.
Oh, I've definitely received some penalties here.
Have
I'm
you?
not 100% sure that they're due to my drug.
Nice, managed to pull off a clean move. That makes me feel good. I wasn't sure after I snuck up the inside if he was gonna smash me from behind like we just got married. Righto, we're through. We're through. We're back to 6th. That took a lot of undoing, didn't it? I was in 6th there on lap 1, I think. Oops, that's wide. No big deal. I think I'm too far back to catch 5th. So unless whoever there is in 4th with the penalty has got a substantial penalty. Lots of short shifting at the moment so I don't spin it up. I think Ryan's internet connection might have turned into poo.
Why?
Oh, there you go, you're back. You were just breaking up there for a bit. Hey, hey there, everyone in the chat, actually. But hi, Dave. Thank you for the welcome back. Hey, David. That was late. That was late on the brakes. I see that now. No, I'm fine. Well. A bit over enthusiastic on the throttle, but I got it done. The R8, it's a bit sexy, isn't it? Mojo's livery there. Actually, is Mojo in? Have I seen Mojo yet?
Mojo's in.
Yeah, good. Hey, Mojo. Congrats on winning the livery comp and having your car plastered all over this guy's YouTube channel. Much I'm going to be able to do from here. Well, someone else has gone around. Carl Johnson on the final lap. That is going to make him sad. Right, well that is it. E-trons are sexy. And across the line. Well, there you go. So I got 5th in the end, was how I went, which is, I guess, not the worst possible way to start the race, but obviously no real pace, having not played Gran Turismo in weeks. But that's cool. I'll take a 5th. I'll take a top 5 for the first day back. Hey, Mojo, there you are, mate. Yeah, Lightning is an absolute boss. An absolute boss. Well raced. Thanks, mate. CK was a little dodgy. Tyres skatey. The tyres feel so, as I say, like, because I've been playing a bit of iRacing lately, there's just so much grip in iRacing that is not in Gran Turismo. And it feels very, very slippery. Three positions raised. Who knows? Maybe I didn't even hurt my DR rating. I'm going to do that race again, I think. And then I'll move on to the GR2s around Suzuka.
Look out.
But I will do this one more time. I'll go out and try and set a decent lap too while it's fresh in my mind. Good result. Thanks, Lee. Yes, a 5th to knock the cobwebs off. That'll do me. It honestly will. Chris Redbeard, welcome. Hope you had a good New Year's. I did. I had a better Boxing Day. I actually do. My main day of the year is Boxing Day. It actually happened because year after year, this is going back well over 10 years because it's our 10th anniversary of a Boxing Day bash this year. So before that, we had a real spate, a real run of New Year's Eves. Like everyone would build this New Year's Eve, party or adventure or trip or whatever the hell we were doing. Everyone would build it up so much, and we'd get there, and it would just be such a disappointment. Something would always go wrong or stuff up, or we just never had a great New Year's. And in the end, I actually thought, bugger it, let's 32. Okay, so 31 might actually be a bit optimistic to try and get a 31. But anyway. Yeah, I had this bright idea of doing it Boxing Day instead of New Year's Eve. And then New Year's Eve can just be whatever. If we have fun, we do. If we don't, we don't. And it's been going on strong. So I drank a lot on Boxing Day. Got my head on backwards. Felt fairly unwell the day after. But New Year's Eve was a bit more of a casual affair. Had a few beers and whatnot. But nothing outrageous. What about you, Ryan? You're a bloody party goer. You're a real social butterfly. How'd you go?
Well, on Christmas Day, I did my end of financial year and quarterly tax returns and all that sort of stuff.
Nice.
Got the business. Yep. Got the business in order for the end of the year, sort of thing. Boxing Day, nothing. Didn't dare venture out. It was pretty warm, and
it was hot Boxing Day actually.
And just the last time we went out to the shops, anywhere near the shops, it was just mayhem. So we're just like, no, we're just gonna stay home.
Oh yeah, on Boxing Day. Yeah, Boxing Day sales. This is something I haven't had to worry about for a decade, but yeah, I'd imagine they'd be pretty mental.
Yeah, especially considering like the main shops near where I live is like one of the bigger shopping centres out west, so everyone from everywhere comes to this one. Jesus Christ. So yeah, we didn't do anything really. I will reiterate that we did actually go to my parents-in-law place for Christmas on the weekend, and then spent Christmas Day and Boxing Day just at home.
What did you do in New Year's?
Well, I went to bed at probably about 10 o'clock.
Oh, you are just an animal.
Yep.
You are an absolute savage, sir, and I encourage you to back off a touch.
Not one drop of alcohol came near my house.
For something new?
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it was just a casual affair. Nothing really.
Yeah.
And then woke up feeling pretty good on the next day because we didn't drink anything.
Yeah, obviously.
And I think we actually went for a hike somewhere.
We went for a hike on New Year's Day.
Yeah, very productive of us.
Yeah, also, I wasn't too dusty on New Year's Day. As I say, New Year's Eve wasn't massive. Like, I stayed up, obviously, till 2 or 3 and had a few beers, but wasn't too mental.
My mental years are past me.
Your mental years? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it's been a while since Ryan's cut a bit of sick with a hot knife.
Well, the last time I was actually drunk, I was 19. So,
oh yeah.
Considering I turned 31 this year, that says something.
You're 31. God, you're so old.
Yeah, I know, right? You'd be turning 25 next year, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
this
25.
year, sorry.
Yeah, 25, man. Yeah, or is it 26? I can't remember. We'll go with 25. I think 25 is probably right.
Probably.
Mentally,
we'll go with it anyway.
Mentally, I'll be having my 16th birthday.
In 3 years.
Yeah. You know what? That'll do. I did a 32.9 and then a 33.0. Let's do a burnout and then just forget about it. Can someone please take bins out for me? That would be handy. All the bad habits you learnt from GT to be fast, you need to forget now for iRacing. Oh, that was fine. I actually integrated, because I sort of have more of that as a background. So R Factor and Assetto Corsa, that's where I came from, Jules. So adapting back into that style of proper simulator for iRacing was fine. I jumped straight back in and little adjustment. I just had to relearn the game and whatnot. But coming back to Gran Turismo now is rather difficult.
Yep.
It's a very different feeling game. Not to say it's necessarily bad. I'm not saying that. I think the tyre model could definitely use a lot more work. But otherwise, I'm assuming iRacing has a more realistic feel. It does. It's so much of it comes down to the grip that the car has. Not just tyre grip, but mechanical grip as well. In iRacing, every component moves separately. So your suspension, wishbones and springs and everything's all independent and moves as you would expect it to. In Gran Turismo, the car feels a little bit more like a live axle as opposed to independent rear suspension, if you know what I'm talking about there. It's just a lot more rigid. There's a lot less play with the car. And the tyre model, that's what you really notice, because the most difficult thing, if anyone's ever had a car around an actual racetrack, you actually have quite a lot of grip. Like,
yeah,
you know, you just do. And unless you're really going just like an idiot too fast into the corner, and then you really just get a whole bunch of understeer, you kind of can feel that grip level fairly well. And you just don't, that doesn't translate through to a lot of games. There's just not the grip there. But in iRacing, you take off and it feels more realistic. At slow speeds, you have all the grip in the world, which is like a real car. You really do have a lot of grip at slow speeds. And then it's not until you really pick up the pace and start coming into corners hot that you understeer and things like that. So it is slightly more, it is a more realistic feel for sure. But that's not to say Gran Turismo is bad. It's probably just a bit more simple. Although I do think the tyre model could be improved to give it a touch more grip. Chris Taylor's back in the same lobby. Did I get you, Ryan? No, Bing Bong Man is back.
I have managed to land myself in second position in this lobby though.
Nice. I'm up to fourth now, so I have bridged the gap to Chris Taylor and also opened a gap up to Squiddy.
It's not a bad leap. First lap was a 39, then it was a 35.4, and now I got a 33.9. So
yeah, no, nice. That's
steps
good,
forward.
Yep.
Steps forward.
On the Great Northerns on Boxing Day, or something stronger. I was not on the Great Northerns, Chris. I was predominantly on Captain Morgan's and ginger beer. Can I just say, if you have not combined spiced rum with ginger beer, especially Bundaberg ginger beer, like, as far as I'm concerned, Bundaberg ginger beer is about the best ginger beer money can purchase. That and spiced rum is just the nectar of the gods. It is, you have to physically stop yourself from drinking so much. I kept having to have a beer to break that up. But I think I was on a few mid-strengths actually. I was on the 4X Gold, and then I had a couple of Coronas towards the end of the day / evening night thing as well.
Yeah, that was my problem as well. Just drinking too much water.
Too much water. That's what it was. That's what gets you. Morgan's and ginger beer is fantastic. See, the man with the red beard knows. He knows what's going on. Some Sailor's Berry. I actually did have, because I had a little bit of Sailor's Berry left in a bottle, so I did have that with ginger beer as well, and yeah, like just as tasty. The thing is with spiced rum, I've tried so many of varying different expenses. Obviously, Sailor Jerry is slightly more expensive, and then I've tried some that are $70 a bottle and $80 a bottle. Honestly, my favourite is Captain Morgan's, and it is cheap. It is just, I don't know, I think it's the best anyway. You've never tried the Combo Mojo, do yourself a favour. That was the first time I had tried it myself, but I was trying to lay off the caffeine for the day, so I didn't want to go with Coke. Bought ginger beer. Probably almost make the full-time switch now. It was that good. Actually, I saw
Catch you later, Kogan.
Oh, you're off, Kogan?
Gotta go to work.
Go to work and shit. Catch up later. No worries. Thanks for stopping by, Kogan. Appreciate you and your ongoing membership, sir. You have a good day, and we'll talk soon. But, yeah, I just saw him write the word peeps, and I was like, you know what else I tried? Captain Morgan's and Pepsi. Now, I don't really like Pepsi. I'm not a Pepsi guy. I'm more of a Coke guy. But, damn, Captain Morgan's and Pepsi. That's a tasty little combo as well. Admiral Vernon's Old J Spice to go. I haven't had that. I'll have to give it a go.
What's wrong with Pepsi, mate?
Oh, look, I don't dislike Pepsi. Actually, don't dislike Pepsi. I just prefer like a Coke no sugar or Coke Zero as a flavour. But Pepsi and Spice Rum, yet another divine combination. Alright, I'm in fourth. Let's see how I go this time. Stick to the inside. Hopefully there's no dive bombs coming from Uncle Supra. Nice and gentle. Now, see if I can keep with Chris Taylor this time. I was nowhere near in pace-wise last race, but I did get caught behind a couple for a while. Look at him in that magnificent Jag. I'm not going to go the overtake. I'm going to tuck him behind him for a bit. Well, he's out very wide.
Don't tuck him behind him.
Panicked there for a second. Had to get out of the throttle myself. You did get a little penalty. Ah, oh, Chris. Oh, sorry, big dog. I did not expect you to slow down that much. I didn't get a penalty because it was such a soft tap, but it was enough to ruin it. Ah, oh, sorry, man. That was 100% unintentional. Feels bad. Oh, he's back in 6 too. Jeez, you hate to see that. We'll have an F in chat for Chris if we could. Thanks, guys. That was dog move.
Rip.
I was, talking about Mojo. I saw Mojo. I channeled Mojo, and the Stuka in me came out. But no, it wasn't really a dive bomb. Entirely unintentional. So I hope you can recover, Chris. If you catch back up to me, I will actually just yield that position back. You can have it off me.
I'll tell you the other thing that's missing when you compare this to real racing.
Yeah.
When you put your foot on the brake, cars stop. Like
in this,
braking,
you mean?
No, like in a real car.
Yeah, absolutely. And in iRacing as well. When you put your foot on the brakes, when you slam your foot on the brakes and put some pressure on it, you just come to a stop. In this, though, you kind of feel like you're on ice. Or not ice, you're on gravel. And you really have to modulate the strength of your braking, which means you don't actually pull up in a great hurry.
Yeah, and I tell you, after being in a actual GT3 car, when it's on the anchors,
I'd imagine your face wants to peel off your skull.
Yep.
Yeah, because you were in a GT3 car that was driven in anger, so you know exactly what it's like.
Yep. I mean, according to the other people around, it was at 80%, but I've done enough laps in an AMG GT3 car on iRacing around Phillip Island to know that's bullshit.
Who was the driver? Was it Hackett?
Peter Hackett, yeah.
Yeah. Man has got some success under his belt in terms of winning GT3 races.
Oh, he definitely knows how to steer a car.
He does. There goes the dive bomb. Boo boo boo, Mojo up the inside there. Saw him coming though. The only one you've hurt there, Uncle Supra, is yourself, mate. Uncle Super. Why was I reading Supra? Supra's on my brain.
Because Supras are cool?
Supras are cool. Well, I don't love Supras, but I do love the 2JZ. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for playing. Thank you, Kenny. He could totally have just... I expected him 100% to just dive in and take that corner up against the apex. He elected against it, and I appreciate his sportsmanship there. Oh, look, there's space being left. What's going on? What's happened over Christmas, guys? Why are people driving fair and equitable? Except for me. Sorry, Chris. What's with all this clean racing going on? I'm a little lost. Is this Gran Turismo, or have I loaded up something else accidentally?
I think you might have loaded something else up.
Because when I left, this game was dodging cars. That was an awful, disgusting way to take the last turn, but did you guys see how much Kenny played ball then? It just showed him the nose up the inside, entirely anticipating him to just snip the nose off. But he didn't do it. Better repay the favour. Stay out wide. Well, there you go. Chris is up to 4th. I'm going to yield that spot to him. Unless I can overtake one of these two. The only way I can get 3rd here is to overtake Kenny. Otherwise, I'm going to be gifting Chris 3rd. Nah, I've stuffed up that turn, so I'm dropped off the pace. Well, it's going to be tough to do without losing that spot. I hope one of those two stuff up, so I don't have to give it back to him. Tell you what, this is going to be the hardest thing I do this race. Is to gift this spot. Oh no, I can't. Chris is back behind. So Uncle Super might have saved me here from giving up 3rd. Yeah, he has too. And they've got a penalty. Chris has got a big 3.3 seconds by the looks of that. So there you go. Thanks, Uncle Super. You saved me from giving up 3rd. Oh, that's... wow, I've got another lap to go. Do you know what's hard? Counting. Do you know what else is hard? Reading. Since it tells you what the laps are at the top.
I was going to say, it's all there for you.
Yeah, I was really convinced that was the last lap. Okay, anyway. Charge on! Ahead, people. 4th wood. These guys are scrapping it out. See if I can't dive in. Pick up a few scraps like the scavenger that I am. Let these two pick the flesh off their bones. And I'll see if I can do a Stephen Bradbury.
I just raced for that entire race within about a second of this Apollo guy.
Yeah.
And we finished 1st and 2nd.
Oh, nice. Did you get 1st?
No, I got 2nd.
Ah. That's disappointing.
And
not really. Well done, man. Good job.
Second race back in a daily.
Yeah, mate. Oh, that's sideways.
Not one penalty. It's crazy what happens when you race up the front.
Mate, can I just say that these two, Kenny and Wildebeest, I've never seen more polite racing in, like, not polite, just clean racing in Gran Turismo. These guys are just scrapping it out, 2 wide round every corner. No contact, no spins, just good, proper racing. Congratulations. And look at this across the line. Holy shit, who's going to win? Oh, Kenny got it because I think actually Wildebeest got a penalty and I've scavenged one on the line. I've pinched the spot back, so I'll take a 2nd. Chris, you're off. You're going to play some pool at the old watering hole. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy the pub, Chris. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Appreciate you swinging in. But yeah, Kenny and Wildebeest, kudos to those guys. Super clean racing. And unfortunately, their Wildebeest must have just cut the last turn, I reckon, and picked up a 1-second penalty. And I've snuck in by 3 tenths. But anyway, that was cool. That was a good race.
Oh, I got fastest lap and clean race bonus.
Nice, man. I actually got a clean race bonus. So look at us go.
Just a bunch of clean races.
Just a couple of clean races here doing our stuff.
Because that's what we like in our community. Just a bunch of clean races. You're missing that.
Yeah.
You're missing that star for the fastest lap, though, mate.
Yeah, mate.
That must mean I'm better than you.
What was your lap time?
I don't even know.
Mine was a 1:33.3 in race.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think mine would have been that.
Rev, to answer your question, the percentage, if you actually work out, I think there was 130 odd people. Yeah, Wildebeest and Kenny. See, Wildebeest is recognised as well. I'm terrible at typing, so this isn't gonna work. Wildebeest and Kenny. Nice. Thanks for the clean race. That was fun. That was a good race. Well done. Is that enough? That's enough.
Did you want to give one to Chris Taylor, mate?
He's left. He's left. Look in the chat. He's already left when I started.
Rudely just knocked him.
Chris knows. He's my man. He knows what's going on. That was a good one. There you go, Kenny. That was a good race. That was a close one. See? Good clean races. I love that. That is an absolute success.
Makes you warm inside, doesn't it?
That has tickled me in a place that if Mrs. Rosco tickled me there, I'd be like, yeah, that's nice. This is what you've been missing for the last 3 weeks.
Can we go back to last week?
Take me home, country road. Let's go to Suzuka. And I'm not going to go racing.
Catch you later, Chris.
See you, Chris. Chris Taylor, you were there.
No. He's not going. I saw off anyway and thought he was going off. He says, I think I was on my way off anyway.
Beautiful. Sorry about that, Chris. I do feel bad, man. It was just the gentlest of little love taps. It was certainly unintentional, and I hated to see you spear off there, but I'm glad you were able to recover. Too much info. Sorry, Dave. It's all right. What's everyone in? So, face.
I won't be doing this one.
Why not?
Because I'm not a huge fan of GR2s. So.
Come on, get amongst it, big fella. What are you going to lose? A bit of DR and SR, who cares? You'll recover it.
I just don't want to do too many races because I'm like over 3/4 full on level 36. So then if I go up to level 37, I'm not 36 anymore.
36 obviously being, because you're lethal _ 36, aren't you?
Yeah, 36 has been my number for ages. Do not ask me why, because I don't know. It's just been my number.
Yep. Well, fair enough.
I actually did that race in my F1 inspired Red Bull Porsche that I made quite a while back.
Did ya? Porsche's a good car in Gran Turismo. You just can't go wrong with the Porsche. It may not be the meta car at the moment in GR3.
Yeah, like you racing in a Mustang.
Yeah, was that a meta car? Was it? It probably was.
I don't know. Considering
I'm a bad
that
sport and a mediocre driver at best, so you got to give me one.
Considering the top 3 in your race were all in Mustang.
Yeah, they were. Good car though. Good car. It's not because it's meta. It's just because.
Not in real life though.
Well, it's just because the 3 of us are IRL massive Mustang fans. You know me, man. I froth on them. Absolutely froth on a Mustang.
Catch you later, King Jeb.
See you, King Jeb. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for. I think you subscribed earlier, if I'm not wrong.
He certainly did. Yes.
Oh yes, new sub here. Going to try hang out as much as I can in the UK, so different time. Yeah, I know it is in the morning. I'm really going to try hard this year. I promise I'm going to try hard this year to do some more Saturday morning or Sunday morning live streams. And I'll get up Sparrow's fart so that it's like I'm going to try for 8:30 PM UK time. That's what I'll be shooting for. Things will get easier in winter or summer for you guys because the time zone comes back by an hour. So all of a sudden it's 6:30 AM and not 5:30 AM. But I am really going to try hard. I've even been tossing up the idea at some stage of running a championship, a series on UK time.
Oh, that's some commitment.
I know, that is 5 separate weekends. But I'm hoping for you guys at least a Friday night, Saturday night in the UK or European time to actually get on and do some stuff, do some racing.
Make it a bit Euro friendly.
Host some lives. Try and look after my Euro brethren. They do make up around about 50% of my subscribers. That's not true, but they are equal shares. So
We'll make them feel better anyway.
I think off the top of my head, I have about 38% Australian subscribers. I think of all of my subs, about 38% are Australian, and it's about 31 or 33% are from the UK. So
That's heavily represented.
yeah, they're not 50% of my total subscriber base, but they're 50% of. Where am I going with this?
I'm not sure, mate. What it says to me is that you've probably got about 5%, maybe 10% of Americans.
No, Americans are a bit higher. They're like, I want to say 17-18% of the US.
So you got 33 in
31
in UK,
37 or something, yeah.
38 in Australia,
Yeah.
and 70
How's my maths
USA.
going? Have I hit 105 yet?
almost. It doesn't leave a lot of room for the rest of Europe or Asia or anything like that.
Yeah, the numbers, look, the numbers might not quite be right, but I guess what I'm saying is
We're just plucking them out. I mean, they are numbers. They do exist. They're under 100.
And on a scale of 150, I've got heaps of breathing room.
Yeah.
Out of 150% of my subscribers, 50% of them are not UK. But an equally large portion to my Australian subscribers. How's that go? Is that better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
This car is odd, Ryan.
It would be.
Because it has...
I mean, after going from a Mazda CX-5, MX-5 on...
CX-5, what are you playing?
Oh, I did a CX-5. I did a CX-5 for tyres today.
Can I take this flat throttle? Yes, I can.
Should be able to. 130R, mate. No worries.
That was too late to brake, though. I know that now.
Yeah, probably.
It feels weird because it's simultaneously very grippy due to downforce and also very slippery due to the tyres and tyre model.
Yeah. I would just like to throw out just the...
Hey, random person.
That is pretty random, like literally. Yeah, I would like to throw out how just random my job is though. I did do, my first job today was a Toyota Corolla, and then my next one was a Subaru WRX STI, and then my next one was a Holden Cruise, and my first job for today, I did a couple others in there as well, but you know, I'll just keep it short for you guys.
Please do, just summarize. Summarize for dramatic effect.
My first car tomorrow is a Lamborghini Aventador.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. So, throwing some Michelin Pilot Pilot Super Sports at the moment.
You're going to be test driving it to ensure they're...
On?
Yeah, for lack of a better word, to ensure the tyres are in fact on the car.
Yeah, they are on the car, just
if they're
making
not
sure.
on the car and you take it for a test drive, you could be in some strife.
Definitely.
It's just so grippy and not grippy. These cars feel strange to me at the moment. This will come back to me. I'll get this. Oh, I can put on mediums. Thanks, Tej. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Roses are red. Bacon is red. Palms are hard. Bacon. Yep, I like it. That's a good one. Everyone's
They're
bacon.
Hippie just wants bacon.
Bacon. It's like a raccoon, but it's made of pig. I can't put on mediums. just so that you are aware, just want to clarify, for reference, you can in fact not put mediums on. But thanks for the suggestion, Tej.
Is it because you're entered? Because you can't do that on open lobbies.
Oh yes. Good point.
You're already entered anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, no. That's a hard no, sir. A hard no.
Bacon from raccoon. That would probably not be great.
No, it wouldn't be bacon. Bacon. Have some ostrich eggs and bacon.
Ostrich eggs are pretty big though.
They are massive. Have you ever eaten one?
Yeah.
Have
I didn't
you?
eat all of it though.
Did you eat a raw one?
No, not a raw one.
I'd chunder. I'd chunder so hard.
They cooked it up. It was actually pretty good. Like they cooked it in a into an omelette.
Does it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does it just taste like a chicken egg?
Oh, it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
When they cooked it up, you If you didn't know it was an ostrich egg, you probably would.
Ostrich or emu?
Ostrich?
Yeah. I haven't had an emu egg.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had an ostrich egg. I've had a chicken egg.
You've had a chicken egg? I've had a chicken egg too.
I fertilised some eggs.
You did it so well you made two.
I did. Oh. Please stop, please stop. You're right about the brakes, aren't you? And you're right.
Yeah, it's just, you just seem to have no braking power, and like,
No.
it's hard to explain. Like, literally, your face actually wants to come off.
Well, imagine in one of these, if a GT3 car
Oh, yeah.
wanted to send your eyeballs smashing into the back of the windshield. Imagine what one of these cars would do. I ate 2 chicken eggs every day. I'll get back to that comment. I have to handle 130R. It's actually really easy. There's a lot of grip.
And a hot dog for breakfast, low carb diet.
Oh, that is still too late on the brakes.
Do you have bread though? Because wouldn't the carbs be in the bread on the hot dog?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. So remember, some people around the world call the hot dog the actual sausage that you put in the hot dog.
Yeah, not the entirety.
Not the entire. So you're thinking of a hot dog, like I do, as being the red
hot
sausage
dog in bread.
Yeah. The Savoy in bread. Actually, in fact, I think Savoy is an Australian term, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Because
going,
you get the other one, which is a battered sav.
Yeah. Which is both a delicious snack and also a kick in the testicles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or a dag with dog. That's a battered sav, isn't it?
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a dag with dog? On a stick, smeared in your favourite tomato sauce / ketchup, if you call it that.
I was going to say, I thought there was only one tomato sauce.
Only one, Big Red, Heinz Big Red.
Heinz.
No,
Heinz.
I'm a Master Foods man.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Jeez, I
And
talk
Heinz
about
was the first one that came to your mind.
yeah.
It says something about marketing, if you say so yourself.
What's that?
Well, if you prefer the other Master Foods one,
Yeah.
but you said Big Red first.
Yeah. No, you are right.
That's like, oh, I love them nuggets from KFC. I mean, Macca's.
Yeah. It's like if you say nuggies and your instant reaction is KFC or McDonald's, their marketing team won if the opposite is your fault. Why can't I drive, Brian? I'm getting
not sure.
Slightly butt frustrated here.
Yeah, Dave, welcome to the cooking channel.
Yeah,
this is something we're pretty famous for.
I do talk about some particularly intelligent and intricate topics here on this channel. Some intellectual topics. Let's go with intellectual. It's your intellectual home of mentally stimulating conversation.
Conversational content. Piasco says dark whole grain bun and a vegan sausage.
Right? What the hell is a vegan sausage?
It's interesting. Obviously,
you would
my
know,
wife,
actually. Yeah.
my wife being vegan, I do know. I do continue eating mine, which are normal real sausages.
Yeah. Does she continue eating yours as well?
No. She doesn't.
Sorry, I lost that corner because I was thinking about her eating your... Sorry, keep going.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's interesting. I certainly don't go out of my way to try the vegan ones.
What are they, just like tofu, whole grain horse shit that looks...
It's more soy stuff than tofu stuff.
Rolled into a big poo and called a sausage.
Pretty much. But I have had like... what was it? It was like chicken sort of thing. and it was like sort of tastes sort of like a chicken, but it's not.
Okay.
And it actually does taste like it.
Right, and it's a vegan product.
Yes. And I will quite quickly jump on that one, Squiddy. No, I'm not.
What was that?
He says, wait, is Ryan a vegan?
No. Like, I know you might have been... No, I'm not even going to continue on with that sentence. Yes, no, he's not.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. So, I am lucky to have a wonderful wife that has gone vegan and still accepts my choices in life.
Still accepts your life choices. Well, it's 2019. She kind of has to.
Equality.
Equality. She can't assume your food eating habits. I can't talk at the moment. I'm just ruining these asses.
The funny thing is, though, the biggest thing that stopped everyone going from being a vegetarian to a vegan is cheese.
The biggest thing that stops people going vegan?
From vegetarian. So if you're a vegetarian, you can have cheese, you can have dairy products.
Correct.
But that's the biggest thing that stops people going vegan, because they don't want to give up cheese.
Yeah. And just so many products that have eggs in them. So many biscuits and chocolates and all sorts of shit.
But it's not that hard. I mean, you'd find enough. Beck seems to find plenty. Oreos are vegan, by the way.
Are they?
Yep.
Well, I'm never buying them again. I mean, sorry, I mean, that's great. She must be she must be really happy with them. And
yeah,
so
look, I mean,
but you've always got Oreos in the house.
We have 3,000 boxes of Oreos. For Christmas, everybody just gets us Oreos.
Ah, right.
I don't know what else to get us.
Because they're obviously a well-known vegan product.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I don't even think we've got Oreos in the house at the moment. But at least if you eat Oreos, that you know they're vegan. I mean, they're not that bad. I've made a cheesecake out of Oreos before. Delicious.
Oh yeah, mate. I've had an Oreo cake and it was amazing. Wouldn't have been vegan, mate.
No,
Please
the rest
stop.
of the stuff wouldn't have been. Just the biscuit bit. But
Actually, did I just say that I made it? I've eaten it. Sorry, I've eaten it. Just want to clarify. Did not make it.
no, I think you said eating.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. So not only is words hard, remembering what you just said is hard.
Yep, correct. Memory is hard. Ah, right. Oh,
There you go. 1.37 seconds faster. Push on.
But I still didn't beat Lionface, did I? Lionface is Kiwi.
It's not really going to happen, though, is it?
He would have to be top of the pops in New Zealand. He would have to be.
It's probably one of the quicker ones in the Australian, New Zealand area.
Top 10 stars. Let's see if Lionface is in it. Yes, he's third. He's third. Knew he would be. With a 1:48.7, a sexy little time. 3 minutes until I can join this. Let's go and watch his. Let's go and watch Lionface's lap. Why not? Why hasn't he tried to convert us all? Yeah, no, he's not.
No.
Bacon is way too delicious. That is the main problem with being a vegan, is that you have to give up bacon.
Well, I mean, it's not just that.
Yeah, cheese and eggs, that's the killer, Rev. You're dead right. Cows eat grass, so beef is vegetarian. Yep. Yep, that's fair call.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, fair proof, just showing that my wife doesn't necessarily care that I eat what I want. We have burger night every now and then, and she made her burger with her vegetarian burger thing on there, and which again also actually doesn't taste that bad. And I had my burger, which was
change camera.
A double meat, triple cheese with an egg and bacon on it, because I like to live large.
Apparently you do.
I was pretty hungry that day. I hadn't had lunch, so get around it.
Get all the way around it. So this feels better. The other thing with Gran Turismo is that you're not locked inside the car. Like you are
but that's fine though.
So it does feel a bit weird going back to bonnet view though, but I know it's faster. I know I am faster on bonnet view.
Yeah.
Hey KLM, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to everybody in the stream. Sonic Worm as well there. I didn't see what you said, but I have seen the word milk.
You said milk.
I saw milk. Wondering if he was involved in the prior conversations.
He's thrown his 2 cents in, and every 2 cents is worth 2 cents.
Maybe Sonic Worm just goes to various streams and just writes the word milk in the chat and sees what's happened.
Could be a thing.
Milk, and then backs away slowly.
And this one time he was actually on top.
Double beef, triple cheese with extra gluten, please. Yeah, extra gluten. That's what I spent my time off doing. Spent 3 weeks gathering up all the gluten so I can shoot them off into space where they can't not hurt anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Did you have mediums on or hards for your pracky? Squid,
Can't
hards.
change medium.
Can't change to mediums. TG Babe did suggest it. But,
and did try it.
I did go into the... I'm a little quieter. Really? Do I legit need to increase my mic volume? Because I can.
Can't be too bad. I mean, we've already gone, what, an hour or so into this?
Yeah, I'll actually be a little irritated if I watch the stream back and I'm like real quiet. I've done that before and I'm just like, why didn't anybody say anything? There you go, I'm louder now.
You sound fine to me.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
But that's because I'm getting you raw.
You sound just fine to me too.
2
seconds, perfect timing. What was I just in? I think I was in this.
Oh, mate, Oz Farmer, you're on it. I saw the other day, someone took a 247-pound pig to the butchers, and the amount of meat they got back, holy crap! It only took them 6 months to get the pig that big.
To get the what? The pig that big?
The pig, yeah.
Damn. Actually, I'm going to go back to something, a little snippet of 2018 and the best pun of the year. And I went to Mojo. I'm pretty sure it was Mojo. Someone will correct me here. I know they will. Someone will be like, that wasn't him. But I think it was Mojo. On Discord, do you remember, and I don't know if this made the news internationally, but in Australia, there was that massive epic cow. It was like double the size of any cow in the paddock. Do you remember that?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to everyone, but I guess they can't respond and you can.
Really
so,
know,
it's your call. You could just view like everyone else does, but you're sort of representing all of them because they can't actually.
Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure I actually.
You're the people's representative.
I brought that one up in the stream, actually.
Yeah, so this massive cow. How do you remember any details on it? Is there anything about it you remember?
Yeah, it was flipping huge.
It was freaking ginormous, man. It was. Yeah, double
the thing was, just a bit of a story for everyone else, this thing was so big at an early age that it couldn't fit into the slaughter machines, so they couldn't kill it.
They couldn't actually kill it because it was too big for the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, and then, being the good people that they are, didn't want to inhumanely kill it, so they just left it out there in the farm.
And
I think
became
it was about 20 or something.
20 years old.
Yeah, she was an old girl.
This thing towered above every other cow. There's just a picture of all the cows in the paddock, and this thing was just double the height. I'm sure lots of you saw it, especially the Aussie guys. I don't know if you Europeans were privileged to it, but anyway, the picture was displayed on my Discord, and I'll get this quote wrong, but I think I'll get the joke across, the pun across nicely, so I think Mojo, forgive me. But I think he said that they were having a cow growing competition, and the stakes have never been higher. I remember reading that, and I actually laughed out loud. And I don't laugh out loud. When you say lol, ruffle lamau, I don't ever actually do that.
No, I don't think many people do, but if you remember back when you finished saying that, and I made that noise, that was me laughing out loud.
Yeah, it was actually, that's the best, that's pun of 2018. I don't care what you say, that was pun of the year. So congratulations to Mojo for taking out the prize, the main prize to a competition I just made up. Thought it was photo. Man, Mojo, I thought that was photoshopped. It was just too huge to be true.
Oz Farmer says, I'm sorry to say that cow didn't ever happen. I've got plenty. You got plenty what, mate? Back this. We need details. If you've got proof.
It was on the news and it wasn't April 1st. It has to be real. When has the news ever lied to you?
I'm trying to... Yeah, I know that. That never happens. I'm trying to think. I believe
they were on the actual news was footage of it walking around,
like
in
walking
the paddock,
around with the other cows. Yeah,
giving it the whole freaking moo.
yeah, like on Family Guy when Stewie's training that pig, it's just like oink,
oink.
It's like moo.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, I do remember, and apparently all the, I mean, no surprise there, but apparently all the other cows followed this one around.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure it could have started an anti-slaughter movement. It was that big. People would, like, politicians would have been like, yeah, we've got to listen to this cow. I mean, look at it. It's a monster. Clearly the dinosaurs are coming back. Don't be like that car. Oh, I should be concentrating harder because Suzuka's all about qualifying.
Yeah, nah.
You overtake easily there. Yeah, that's it.
Farmer says, cows like that die, mate. The organs give up. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Didn't an American cow beat it? Oh, most likely. And even if it didn't, the Americans would have said it did.
Yeah. They would have photoshopped it.
No insult to my American brethren out there. You know I love you.
But
you do love to be better than everyone. Yeah, you do love to be better than everyone, though.
Otherwise, it's fake news.
Exactly. Cows like that die.
Yeah, I just read that, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening.
Oh, fair enough.
I've got a bit on here.
Carry on. Carry on.
I don't know if you're aware, but I do have a bit on here.
Like horses, you know, if I only learned this like 2 years ago. If they damage their leg or whatever, the reason they have to get shot is because they've basically got these things in their feet which help pump the blood up and down the legs. So if they're not standing on their feet, the leg dies basically because it doesn't pump blood up and down.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nice one. Jesus.
Oh.
We've had some good facts on this stream tonight. What a stream. That's a corner cut. No, it's fine. Totes legit.
Oz Farmer, I don't necessarily feel like I would do anything different.
The moon landing. Like it. Got him. What don't you like?
He said that I would slaughter that cow and eat it just like the rest of them. And shit, pretty much. It's still going to taste like cow.
Tastes like big freaking cow, man.
Yeah, I don't think you taste the difference though.
Imagine slapping that rump on your plate at the restaurant.
Yep. Imagine copying the... Oh, yeah. I thought you meant as in actually slapping the rump on the cow.
No.
It was like, yeah, that thing will kick you in the face.
You take your ginormous cow in your horse float into a restaurant, walk it into the restaurant, go, look at this cow, and then just slap it on the ass and leave. That's exactly what I was... that's exactly what I meant. Yep. Oh, God, I'm still late on the brakes there. Wow.
The, that reminds me of a Dennis Leary thing. Whereas, like...
51.4, is that an improvement? No.
No, it's 51.2.
Damn it.
Because he's, I think he's going back quite a while now, and he's No Cure for Cancer. Seeing Dennis Leary is the guy who sang that song, An Asshole.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, has anyone heard from Dennis Leary in the recent future? Recent past, even?
Probably dead, who knows.
Oh, I don't think... I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you don't hear about him anymore.
Yeah, but anyway, so he's talking about how everyone likes raw meat and everything these days. And it's like, you know, there's just got to be more and more blood and more blue and all that sort of stuff. And he goes, I'm not going to say what he actually said. You know, stuff it. Bring me a live cow. I'll carve off what I want and ride the rest home.
Ride the rest home. Damn it, that was a cracking lap. I was half a second up on my time and I cocked it all up. Try and listen to what Dennis Leary said.
Yeah, I mean, it's murdered because I can't say it in his accent and or use the words he uses.
So, sort of, it wasn't the quote, it was just a tribute.
Yeah, it's just a tribute. Like the Mazda.
It wasn't a Dennis Leary quote, it was just a tribute.
Do you love, though, that, like, not only is that Mazda a Mazda tribute, it's also Mazda, but your favourite band also? One of your favourite bands?
Who's the band?
Yep, I've forgotten.
Ha.
I know Jack Black's in it, and I'm having a mental break right now.
over the Christmas break. Oh, I've braked too late again. Why? Oh, I've almost pulled it up. Did you see Jack Black has got his own gaming YouTube channel now?
Yeah.
Can't wait to see how that goes. Well, there's 150.9, but I gave up so much time.
Last I checked, he's got 2 videos. One was the intro video, which went for about 30 seconds, and it was about 10 million views.
He's got 3 now. He does have 3. He's posted his first actual video of him at an arcade, playing arcade games. Or, well, no, like pinball machines from 1932.
Oh, yes. Oh, it goes for 3 minutes. It's got 5 million views.
Yep.
So, it was the 21st of December he started it, wasn't it?
Something like
3 million subs.
He went on trending, on the YouTube trending page within like a day.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much you'd be expecting it though. But yeah, since in less than a month he's already got 3 million subs.
Yeah.
Pretty bloody crazy.
Get off the grass, you utter idiot.
Rev, that just reminds me of the episode of Mr. Bean where he gets the tartar in the place and he just spends the entire episode trying to hide it. And then at the very end they give him a new one because they thought that he was complaining. Yeah.
Don't recall.
Basically grew up on Mr. Bean. And ironic that I'm talking about Mr. Bean and the slideshow of images that pops up on your Gran Turismo was actually 3 minutes at the same time.
Yeah, someone had the Mr. Bean face on the back of their Mini in that too.
Yeah.
That was definitely a fun activity, making that my Charlie Rosco rewind. It'll be the last one I do, so I hope those of you who did see it enjoy it. But it took me freaking hours to make, and it's currently the 4th least viewed video on my channel for 2018. It was 3rd for a while, but with the popularity of the GT region split video that I put up, I did have it as like a thumbnail on a card on that.
Well, you know, it sucks, but at least that's only like half an hour of your life gone.
Half an hour of my life gone?
Yeah, like it would have taken you about half an hour to knock together, yeah.
It was a 30-minute video.
Yeah, well, okay, 35 minutes in.
It took 2 freaking days and a whole bunch of hours to go back through every video on my channel. And man, does that, if you ever want to get a real complex about yourself, just go and spend hours listening to yourself.
Nah.
I left a heap of stuff on the cutting room floor, and there was a lot of streams. I was just like, I'm not going through these streams. I mean, they're 3 hours a pop, and I streamed all year.
Yeah.
I just kind of had to look at the thumbnails and the titles and go, make your best judgment call here.
Go with your gut.
But yeah, hopefully if you did see it, you did enjoy it. And it will probably be the number one and also the final video in that series of rewinds. Next year I'll just put a real phoned-in effort, like, Happy New Year's everyone. Probably get as many views. Probably get more views. I'll put something hyperbolic in the thumbnail. Happy New Year's
and just
to
be
Gran.
like, you will never guess what I did today.
Yeah.
Got drunk.
Happy New Year's to the worst drivers in Gran Turismo. Bang. 1,000 views.
Make sure you leave a cheeky like.
Oh shit, bollocks. Balls, ass, tits, and I'm around. Actually, I'm going to take a little moment before the race starts. I've only got 3 minutes left. That 2018 rewind video was awesome. Well, thank you, Mojo. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know some people did. Obviously, there was a few comments on it, and I do appreciate those of you who did watch it and gave it a little thumbs up, a cheeky like, as it were. But yeah, as I say, 4th lowest performing video on my channel for the year. That tells me this is the people stream, Ryan, and that tells me
one thing.
Tells me that the people don't want to see it, mate. They do not want to see it.
catching them vibes.
Thanks, Charlie Roffle. See, I bet that's a lie. I bet he didn't roll on the floor laughing.
No, I bet you he didn't either.
I bet you he didn't. I wonder
And
if
if you
anyone's...
did,
Yeah.
can you post a video of it? Because never actually seen someone do that.
Do a proper ruffle.
Yeah.
Throw us a ruffle. Hashtag or at me on Twitter with your ruffle. Oh, I forgot to go and change Nightbot. Is it still talking about a series or something?
I don't even think I've seen Nightbot yet.
Yeah, Nightbot's been there, just dropping the social links, but I can't remember. Oh, maybe I updated Nightbot when I first stopped streaming in December.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I reckon I calmed it down because I think it still was linking to, like, join up for this series. Roll off your butt laughing.
Well, that would be LMAO.
Mm.
But same thing. If you can manage to laugh your ass off, I'd like to see a video of that because it's not something I've seen before.
Laughing your full ass off.
I've seen a lot of things, but that's something I haven't seen.
Maybe random person's girlfriend or boyfriend, because obviously I don't know what random person, if it's male or female. I'm not about to start this year by assuming someone's gender.
Yeah, definitely not. We're not going there.
But maybe their partner is either Berta or Bob, and they're rolling on Berta laughing.
Maybe.
Or rolling on Bob laughing. I don't know.
You could say Bobby because that's a unisex name.
Done. Bobby.
There you go.
Nightbot is active. Yeah, Nightbot's active for sure. Oh yeah, I don't think I've set up a apostrophe help. I don't really know how Nightbot works. I just ask him to say shit from time to time. Oh, how did my Restreamio thing go on Discord? Did it post something under Charlie's announcements? Yes, look at that. No, it didn't. Damn it.
Catch you later, Daniel.
You're off, Stan. Gotta go. Roll, fellas. Good luck in this last race seat. Glad to see everyone's back. Yeah, thank you very much for two reasons, Daniel. One, for coming back. It's a whole new year. It's great to have you back on board. And number two, for becoming a channel member. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the gang. I've got a whiteboard right here, and you might not be able to hear it very well. But
welcome to a whole new world.
I'm going to hold this close to the microphone so you can hear me writing your name on my whiteboard as a channel member. No, it doesn't squeak. That's really disappointing. I was hoping for that. You know, that you get with. Yeah. Oh, I'm second. Nice. Tight. Right, well, you're on the whiteboard.
Tight like a tiger.
You're on the member whiteboard. See if anyone... I think Kogan's well on track. I don't know about Piosco. But there is one more colour. See, with YouTube, you can only put different... the little CR logo symbol emote next to their name, you can see. I can only put in one for when people initially sign up. I think one at 1 month, 2 months, and then it goes like maybe 3 months and then 6 months, and that's it. So it goes red and then pink.
Are you not racing?
What happened? What happened?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Let's just kick me out.
Completely missed that. I was like, waiting for the race to start, and then all of a sudden we're just looking at the loading screen. I'm like, hang on a second.
I was the same. I wasn't looking. I was just waiting for it to load up to the grid and then snap.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live rewind and see if I can catch what happened there.
That's disappointing. So Stan, random, you're 11th. What do you mean 11th? I was second, wasn't I? Didn't I qualify second? Oh, I wasn't watching. Maybe I need to do a lap for anyone. I was reading the chat. I wasn't looking at the TV.
You were in second.
Yeah. And what happened? Did I load to the grid? No, I never loaded to the grid.
No, it never even loaded.
No.
It said it was joining session.
Yeah, I was listed in second, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just gone out to the other screen.
Oh, that's super disappointing because I really don't want to do another 11 minutes of practice. I was born ready for that race.
Unlucky.
Well, there's your first disconnect from Gran Turismo for the year. So, yay, thank you. Restart the game. Why is that? Yeah, I got disconnected.
Oh, there you go. So, ERT random person 26 was 11.
Gotcha. Sorry, TJ. I obviously didn't see that. Charlie, why was the lobby so random with DRAC? Is it the effective age of being dropped? Muppet? 100%. That's exactly why it is like that. There is not enough people in our region to... And I think I actually said this in one of the races that I uploaded just before my Christmas special. I think I did 2 races around Suzuka, actually. And the lobby was all over the place. There's D's and C's and friggin' everything. And that's because there is not enough
T's
people...
and C's.
D's. D for Delta. So, yeah.
ERT random person 26 says, after every race restart, the game.
After every race restart... Really? Is that a thing, ERT?
That sounds like a...
That really disappoints me.
BS way to go racing. You don't have to do that on iRacing.
No, you do not. Close application. So now might be a good time to let people know that I think Thursday night this week I will be doing another stream and it will be on iRacing.
Log out.
So join in. I really want to actually have a bit more of a consistent stream pattern so I can actually say to people, I am hoping to live stream every single Tuesday. That's the goal. Obviously, if I'm sick or the plane crashes into the house or something, I may not be there. But the goal is every Tuesday and hopefully have some content Wednesday, Thursday as well. Or maybe throw the occasional weekend. And so between that Tuesday and Thursday, keep an eye out for future content, because that's when I'm hoping to get it done.
I would also like to throw out that about 11 o'clock last night, I remember that I was supposed to do a stream on Motorsport Manager last night.
Yeah, I did actually. Oh, that's something else I meant to discuss with 2019. So obviously, as I say, there'll be more games coming up on my channel, not just going to be... What the hell is that? A DS3 Racing Citroen. Man, the French cannot make an attractive looking car, can they? Anyway.
Nope.
Yeah, so 2019, obviously, I've mentioned already iRacing, Project Cars 2 and Gran Turismo. Those 3 at this point, and I don't want to try and predict what's going to happen in 9-10 months time, but at this point, those 3 games will feature on my channel, but there'll be more. There is going to be more, and over on my other channel, which is Lethal Charlie,
with a little bit of Assetto Corsa Competizione sprinkled in there.
Yes, I will continue to do the it's so envy. Yes, Rev. Charlie must tempt you to open the EU account. It really does, Muppet. The only thing with the EU account is the ping. I'm much better off going with a US account because my ping to the US, and in fact iRacing is the best way to do it because you can literally just check your ping. I'll do it right now in this Duvalaki right here. Since I'm waiting for a race, let's do this together. Let's see if I can configure this myself. This could be a bloody catastrophe, but give us a second. See if I can't break the stream because that's what I like to do. Let's add a display capture, and I want it to be the other display.
Well, whilst you do that, I was going to say probably what I might do from now on, because I know a couple of the followers are keen to see the end of the Motorsport Manager. Yep. One thing that I'm finding in the summertime is my jobs are actually dragging on pretty late into the evening, so it makes it very hard for me. So what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to probably sit down one day when I've got some time and just smash out like a heap of races, record them individually, and then just upload maybe 2 or 3 a week, so you can watch like one race when you've got a bit of a moment, sort of thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to smash out a 2.5 hour session.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. And just quickly, since I'm on it, you can see up the top, all I have to do for ping is there's a little ping button up the top here, at the top of your iRacing page. You can literally just click on the ping, and it goes, to the US, your ping is currently 246, which, by the way, I would point out that is higher than the other day when I checked this. To France, Amsterdam, sorry, that's the touchline. Yeah, that's the Dutch flag. 335, so that gives you an idea. To Europe, the ping is so much higher than the US, so it would actually be, I don't know if you can even read that on the stream, but yeah, 246 and 335 to the US and the UK, so I'm better off Streamception. Let's go back to the PS4.
One thing I would like to say is that with iRacing, because of how well it, you know, as you're saying before, all the parts of the suspension are like individual. They work on their own and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
That's so true in the aspect of, even if you've got someone pinging out hard, instead of zipping all over the place, the car literally bounces around, much like it was doing in our mini episodes, except you could actually see the springs and the suspension and the wheels and everything dropping as it lifted off the ground, and then compressing into the wheel arches as it dropped back down. Yeah, correct. Even though it was pinging out like crap. So it was pretty full on. I actually enjoyed it, even though I couldn't pass this guy.
That's too fast.
But yeah,
too fast.
Charlie, what capture card do you use?
Yeah, good question. It's an Elgato game capture. I won't yell because I'm up against the microphone now. An Elgato game capture HD. So that's not the new one. I've had it for a couple of years. So I think they've got like a game capture HD 4K or something now. I don't know what it is. I don't have that. I just have the old-fashioned game capture HD, and it's a decent card. It does 1080p at 60 frames, and that's all I want.
Yeah. It is all that is necessary.
It really is. Oh, that is... Wow, I actually got the arse a bit sideways then. That's intense.
You took turn one like really, really well, by the way.
Thank you. I cocked up the next one. I'm pushing hard.
Yeah, you certainly did.
Yeah.
But you got turn one done really well, though.
It was pretty nice, wasn't it? Didn't quite touch me like whatever I did last time, but it was good.
Yeah, 1982 was the debut of the Camry.
Nice. Good to know. Is iRacing on PC? It is on PC, yes.
Certainly is.
And it is not on console.
Surprisingly not that hard though. Like, the Assetto Corsa is actually more intensive on your computer than what iRacing is.
iRacing is so well optimised. I mean, it should be. Let's be honest, it came out in 2008, iRacing. It is not a new game at all. And
not to mention the ongoing costs.
Yeah, oh man, the amount of money they make. I mean, that's the one thing I'm not gonna have this discussion now because this is a Gran Turismo stream. I will have it in the first iRacing discussion. Definitely. But trust me, I definitely want to discuss the financial points of iRacing because it's one of the biggest talking topics for the game. I want to do it once and that's it. I want to discuss it all, get it out in the first stream, and then I don't want to discuss the cost of iRacing in any of my streams after that. So yes, it is drug money that they charge, and I don't think it's I think it is a pretty savage monetization model, but we'll get into that in our iRacing stream, probably coming up this Thursday.
I'd say so. But yeah, so for instance, like my computer with Assetto Corsa Competizione, I can't run it very high, like otherwise everything on the car or the graphics like it's just pretty average. But the exact same computer runs really well, no lag, no issues, no frame drops or anything at about 84 frames per second solid in iRacing. So it's definitely really good. But
iRacing is just well optimized. As I say, it's probably in part because it is such an old game, 2008, and they haven't really. They haven't switched to a new engine or anything. They've just refined it year on year. They've just refined what they've got, and yeah, what they've ended up with is something that looks... it holds up visually to any racing game currently coming out. Oh, this is just awful for you. and it's well optimized. So even if your computer's a total nugget, you can probably still run
even
it.
as we've previously found, like when we were full on 3-4 nights heavy practice in R Factor a week, you know, that was R Factor 1, and the graphics in that, if you look back now, are rubbish.
Oh, they're horrendous.
But we loved it because of the tracks that were available, the cars that were available, the ability to race so well, and just, yeah, it was very, very good from that front. So you sort of didn't give a rat's ass about the shiny glimmer that you got from the sun and stuff like you do in other games like this. You don't care about that so much, because we got night racing, you got transitions in R Factor 1. So this is, yeah, as Charlie was saying before, we used to play that like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Oh, and at the time it was buddy 10 years old. Like the game now would have to be 15 years old. It would have to be.
I think pretty much everyone's on R Factor 2 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when we were playing it back then, that game had day-night transitions. It had driver swaps from one house to another. So, you know, we'd be able to do a driver swap from me here to Charlie in Tasmania.
Yeah, like online driver swaps.
Yeah.
Which iRacing has as well. But the thing is, R Factor gave it all to you for, what was it to buy? Like $14?
Yeah, something like that. But what I'm saying is that R Factor offered that yonks ago, and you still can't get that in most games now.
Yeah, correct. It is very, very good. There's a lot of things about iRacing that are just superlatives, and you really could. Oh, man, I feel like people are going to be getting bored watching me do laps of Suzuka, but it is what it is. Maybe I should have tried to go back and smash out another race at Brazil. But anyway, this is the Gran Turismo world we live in, and I think about 15 people have left since I got disconnected. But that's cool. Thanks if you stuck around. Thanks, guys. Coming up shortly, there will finally be, unless I get disconnected again. The daily race. Did I see somewhere that daily races are daily again?
Yep. 15 minutes until the race starts.
I know. That's the thing. Like, you had to wait till the session to start, but now I've got a 15-minute practice session.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm happy because
maybe I'll jump.
The racing season has started, and it makes me excited. So we just had the Raw before 24, which is the Daytona 24-hour practice in Daytona, and that was very good, very nice. Chaz Mostert over there racing with Alex Zanardi. Love it.
Yeah, actually, I did see Alex Zanardi was doing driver swaps and everything.
Yeah, what a champion!
What an absolute dead set champion.
I mean, they've built a whole car around him, but you know, he could just jump out of the car and bugger off. But no, he turns around, jumps back in, straps the next bloke in.
Yeah.
Top notch. But, you know, like, just to show the absolute skill that this guy still has. He rocked up to a one-off race event last year in the DTM and finished 5th.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know, that's like turning up to supercars and just like, oh yeah, just smashed out top 10 in qualifying and finished up 5th, no worries. It's like DTM is a seriously competitive championship, and he just rocks up and finishes 5th, no worries.
No, he's pretty handy. That wasn't a joke.
Hats off to him, that's for
joke,
sure.
By the way, that was I didn't mean that. That came out.
Yeah, we'll leave that one right there. But yeah, so Chaz Mostert kissed on the dick, some would say.
Yep, by a fair.
Be able to race with that championship winner, an absolute legend.
All right, Chaz Mostert. I think he's
yeah, 100%. I wish he'd actually bugger off from bloody supercars and go and do something real with his life.
Yeah, although I'm sure he's making a good quid where he is. But he's not winning races, and there's got to be that itch to get out and...
Considering that BMW is smashing on his door all the time, everywhere, to get him to race wherever they can, yeah, you would think that he'd be able to basically just walk into BMW and be like, okay, I'm not racing in supercars anymore. Give me a full-time drive, and they will.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all that aside, Daytona looking good. Alonso did a good job in the prototype on debut as well. No real surprise there though, but the grid's actually looking pretty decent. It looks like we're going to smash the record again, year on year.
For Bathurst 12 hour?
No, for Daytona.
Oh, Daytona, sorry. Yep.
This weekend we have the Dubai 24 hour, which for a lot of people they're like, what? But it's basically the first proper GT3 race that you'll see for the year, because outside of America they run a different balance performance. Americans like to be different, and they have different balance performance to everywhere else.
They do.
So it's hard to say who's actually competitive, but yeah, Dubai is the first real race for 2019, and that'll be nice to see. Then after that we've got the I think we've got a week off, then the Daytona 24 hour, and then Bathurst 12 hour, first weekend of February.
Yeah, first weekend.
Yeah, first weekend, so not long. I'm keen, very keen.
Jeez, there's not much tickling my bits here.
Say. Formula E probably is on this weekend. Unfortunately, I don't actually care.
Ryan doesn't like it unless the cars eat dinosaurs. Ryan's not into it.
No, it's not got nothing to do with that. I've watched a couple of them and it just doesn't interest me. I really have tried to get into it because I like where it's going, but right now it's still not there.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It's just, for me, it's not that great. And some people love it, which is good. And the series will need that.
Yeah.
They need that love early on. Jeez, none of these liveries are great. Like, some of them are okay. That one's not too bad. The Nikon. But none of them are really grabbing me.
I've actually got 16,000 mileage points.
Yeah, I've just always maxed out. So I just go and buy everything we've got. Yeah, I buy everything in the shop, but I often forget to do that. I'll slap that in there as well. I'll go and chuck one on. Mo Enzo 75. Oh, I am looking at scapes.
Mojo says, yeah, you're looking at scapes.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was listening to your story. But that's okay. None of the scapes tickle my bits anyway. We'll go and find livery. I didn't put the search parameters in. So keep talking. I was distracted by your whimsical voice.
Yeah, look, it'll do that to you.
And also still a bit butthurt that I got kicked out of that last race and have to wait like 25 minutes for the next one.
That's also fair.
Yeah, it's not.
So TJ Deacon says, I saw race 1, it looks solid, so I want to catch race 2. Yeah, look, I mean, it's definitely getting much better. If you look at what it was 3 years ago, it was very much a nothing. But if you look at what it is, like the names in that are very good. I've seen many times now people reference it as a Formula 1 drivers, like where they go after they do Formula 1.
Where good drivers go to die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's not always true, because you got really solid drivers in there, like Robin Freins, Mitch Evans, and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah,
there is some really solid drivers in there. But yeah, it's just not for me yet. I'll definitely have a look at a couple of races through the year and see how it goes.
As will I. I'll do the same thing.
Standout for me last year as far as racing went, though, was definitely DTM. DTM last year was really, really good. And it's very hard for me as an Australian to watch it, because most of it is just geo-blocked like crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, from everything that I was able to catch, it was so good, especially at Hockenheim, seeing Rennie Rast and Gary Paffett go head-to-head was just unreal. So yeah, no, I definitely enjoy a bit of DTM. ADAC was very solid last year as well.
There you go. If you're looking for some new forms of racing, there's some hot tips for you.
Blancpain Sprint last year was just a bloody Audi fest, and it kind of didn't interest me at all.
Yeah.
But the GT racing, the endurance was still really good. Numbers are down a little bit, and the biggest problem we've got at the moment with GT racing is with SRO's BOP. They're actually bringing in that you need to sell 20 of those cars within the first 2 years to retain that the BOP, so you can actually race with SRO.
That's probably fair enough.
It is fair, but at the same time, you got to think of teams like Nismo. There was only ever 16 of those Nismo GR3s ever made.
Yeah. Actually, that is when you're talking up in that category of vehicle.
And then same with Bentley. They only made, I think it was 12.
Yeah.
12 Bentleys. But the theory behind the idea of having this, you must sell 20, is to push the teams to bring the cost down.
Yeah.
Because that is the biggest problem with GT3 at the moment. The costs are just getting astronomical.
Yeah.
You can run now a GT4 car in the Daytona 24 hour for what a GT3 car used to run the entire IMSA category 5 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Such is the cost involved.
Just the cost involved. 90 grand for an Australian endurance round.
Yeah.
For one weekend for one car. That's on top of purchasing the vehicle as well, which you're looking at about 700,000.
Yeah. It's not a cheap game, is it?
No. So that's the main reason why they're trying to bring that in, because if you only have, and it also comes off the back of Cadillac created the CDS VR. They only ever made a handful of them, and they were only a factory team. So it was just spend as much as you want to win, and they did. They won. But it was just like they wanted to bring the cost down from that sort of front and just make it more about the gentleman drivers, the GT driving, which is what it was all made for in the beginning anyway. The big players don't necessarily have anything to worry about, because if you think about like some of the more expensive ones, like the Ferrari is one of the most expensive GT3 cars you can buy, and yet it's actually the highest selling GT3 car in the world, and yet you'll basically barely ever see one on a racing grid, because so many of them are actually sold as private cars. People who have lots of money buy them so they can race them on track, and not their 458 or their FF or F12 or something like that. If you can afford $1 million 812 super fast, why would you risk that on a track? Just go and buy a race car.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's actually the thing. But I mean, Porsche's already sold 45 of the new Gen 2 GT3s. Audi will be similar, and AMG's already sold like 50 of their GT3s. So they're fine. It's just the smaller ones, and especially ones like Scuderia Glickenhaus. They make their own in their own shed. They've got 3 cars, and they had hopes of bringing the SCG 003 into Blancpain, but they can't do that anymore. It pushes the likes of the ML3 Jaguar out of the ring as well, and unless they can start pushing up the Lexus sales, that'll be gone as well. So it's interesting. It's an interesting concept, and it'll definitely play with the numbers here and there, but
for sure,
it's it could also boost the overall racing categories around the world, because it'll put more cars on the market.
That is true. Muppet, are you part of an esports racing team? I am not. I was thinking about starting my own, actually. The reason I didn't is because I don't...
You and all your mates?
Yeah, me and all my mates. I saw... Jesus, how did I get that so wrong? Just never hooked up at the front. I saw, like, Erie is started his own. That's what that ERT is. And I said I should start my own. Charlie Rosco All Pros.
Yeah.
But I don't really understand the point of it. That's why I haven't done it.
Yeah.
It's like
and I think, especially considering most of your competition would be in places like Europe and that, and it's like, well, you're not going to be able to race with them, so what's the point?
That's it. I don't fully understand the point of this esports team. Like, would you then have to find competitions to enter your esports team into?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's how it works. But as you say, they're all going to be at
wouldn't
4 a.m.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, not only is it going to be pretty crappy ping and everything like that, but like, you know, how much you're going to practice and all that sort of stuff, and then only to get sort of stuffed over by the game.
Yeah, the ping and all that sort of stuff.
And like DCs and all that sort of stuff. Like, it's, if it was on something like iRacing, I'd be much more inclined to get involved. But on something like Gran Turismo, it's just not something I can sink my teeth into.
No. Hi, Dr. Rob. Yeah, I don't think Gran Turismo or Australia combine well to make good esports teams.
Yeah. I mean, the perfect example of that is when we did that Aries race, and we had what, 10 people DC?
Yeah, it was an absolute nightmare, and that's why there's no point in me doing it.
No? I don't know if you're talking or not, because I can't hear.
I did talk.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did say some stuff.
There was things and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we had that areas race and that was all good and everything. But yeah, there was a heap of disconnects and it was just pretty average. Yeah, so you know, trying to set up to do that on a more competitive basis, like you could deal with that as a good, fun, friendly bit of race. But like, you know, when you're going for points and stuff, it becomes a little bit more involved and you've got to put in time to practice
and you've got to try and get the whole team together.
Yeah.
At 3:30 a.m. or whatever the hell time they're going to have to get ready. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, how long did it take us to get 5 blokes together to do that Christmas video?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if the time ever comes that the Australian-New Zealand region is crying out for an esports team, and, you know, De Jesus or someone like that can't organise it themselves, or they're in fact part of another one, then I'll do it. I don't mind setting it up. I just don't see the point. That's why I haven't done it.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing for me to go, yeah, okay, cool. Let's have an esports team. And then name some people in it, but I just... Yeah. I don't know. Someone tell me the value. Please, by all means. If there's value in it, I will do it. But I just don't see the value. Get the team name out there as you branch out into other games. Oh yeah, for sure, other games that would have value. Butthurts 24. That's a proper Aussie team name. What's a proper Aussie team? Is Butthurts? Was that the idea?
Maybe.
I got third with 150.9. Nice. I'll take it. How's the category? B's, A's, a D. C. Welcome to Australia, New Zealand region, where the driver ratings are made up and the SR doesn't matter. It's pretty much just grabbing anyone that's available at this time. Do I know anyone? Skippy Heed, look out! The Pink Dream has made himself an Aussie.
Running with one red bar of the thing.
It's going to be good. You know, I am wondering, because we've got... See how we're all green ping, and when it was against Asia and we had the Japanese in there and that sort of thing, I was usually 2 red pings or 3... Like, 2 red bars, sorry, or 3 yellow bars. That's sort of roughly where I sat. It is good now, so the ping is definitely better. Hence, in that video I made, I said that was an absolute advantage to it. See how Skippy Head goes. Love the name.
It was in my first GR3 race at Brazil.
What was that?
Skippy Egg.
Yeah, okay. .349 ping I got before. Yeah, let's see if I get disconnected because I got. Oh no, I'm in, aren't I? I didn't get.
Yeah,
to
you
this stage
didn't
yet.
even get this far.
No,
yeah.
That's right. If that's a real thing that you need to quit out of the game and reload the game after every race, that is some grade A bullshit. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah. You'd pretty much give that one up pretty quickly.
Yeah. How many laps is this race? Is there tyre wear and shit? It's the
10 laps, mate.
10 laps. And there will be tyre wear.
I would say there's tyre wear, yeah.
I have to pit and everything. Okay. Didn't really think about that. No stopper. Nah. Alright, done. Lieutenant Skidmark 79 has made the early call of a no stopper. I can't argue with that kind of logic. Rip, door knocking, can't type in chat. Hey Max. Christensen. Kraz. Welcome back, mate.
I'm just sitting here in my rig. I'm just like, I could probably be much more comfortable if I just moved a meter over to the left and sit in my actual office chair.
My ass is getting uncomfortable. I haven't sat in this chair for a while. I haven't streamed in 3 weeks. I'm rusty. Not the sort of rusty that Chris Redbeard is, but I'm still out of practice. Right, coming out of third position, let's see if I can absolutely bottle it on the first lap. Here we go.
TJ is saying that the Kai did a one-stop as no stop and tyres did die at the end.
Yeah, okay, I'll one-stop it. Split it in the guts, do about 5 laps.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, wow, okay. Did anybody else see that? He just completely stopped. He completely stopped on the track.
You're right, he certainly did.
I was a passenger, and that will absolutely...
Yep, there you go. Big SR down and 4-second penalty. Good work. Well done.
I swear he did... I don't even know how you could lose momentum that quickly.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
So anyway, there goes my race.
Yep, catch you later, Max.
See you, Max. Wow, what an absolute cluster this is.
That's right, hopefully the people in front of you all just take themselves out.
What a cluster. Anyway, here we go. I don't know who it was that slammed into and spun, but I'm looking forward to watching the replay because I feel like he was a parked car on the road. Like, was he there when the race started? Just parked in that turn?
Yeah, probably should have called the safety car.
Luca, just got out of programming class. Glad to see you back. It's a pleasure to be back as that guy does his thing and stuff. And that guy disappeared, so that's cool. Guess I'm in the lead now. Yay me. 3-second penalty, mind you. What a mental race the first lap has been.
Oh, well, all you need to do is just keep your foot down. You've got a second, and you've got 9 more laps to make that into 2.9 seconds.
Yeah,
I would just push on as hard as you can because potentially, maybe, that other person that just disappeared is actually still in front of you.
Yeah, I am pushing on as hard as I can. That penalty is wearing itself down too. I'm just backing it off a little bit in places. And I've already wound it down to 2.8 seconds without really lifting and coasting anywhere.
But at the same time, in like a third of a lap, you've already gained another 0.6 on second as well. So
that was pretty mental. Like they had to be. Maybe our mate just got like a 400-second penalty, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm done."
Potentially.
I would F4. Uninstall Gran Turismo. Throw PlayStation out window. I don't know, but it just seemed weird. Like he obviously got in a collision. The old mate spun, so that's him out. So perhaps the guy who disappeared just got a massive penalty and just rage spat. Just spat the dummy, threw the toys out of the pram.
But at the same time, I mean, you would have seen it pop up. You would have seen it pop up as
yeah, you're right.
A penalty, but then you would have seen that he disconnected. If he disconnected, and I didn't see that come up.
Yeah, maybe he's just still straight up. He's on the track still.
Yeah, I'd say so. But there's another lap and another second, so just got to keep that up.
Yeah, sort of as across the line, 1.9 seconds. Okay. Speaking of rewind, has to be in the 2019 rewind. Rev, it would be if I made one, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
As discussed previously on stream.
What we'll suggest you do is you remember that part. and then at the end of the year you think about that bit and have a bit of a lull.
Yeah, that's like write it down, get a notepad out, get a sticky note.
And be like, January 8, hectic start.
Hectic.
And you'll remember.
Antiseptic.
You'll remember. You'll go back to that at the end of the year and you'll be like, oh yes.
Coming back, watch his stream, 2 hours and 5 minutes in, and you'll go, lol, that was a great moment. You can make your own rewind, just straight off a notepad. Oops, that's deep. Ran out of talent then for a sec.
Don't have to have it to lose it.
Oh, that is a fair point. I can't argue that.
Well, you've got 2.5 seconds penalty and you've got 2.7, 2.8 seconds lead. So you just keep heading in this direction, mate. You'll have a lead of 10 seconds.
Just gonna keep doing the thing.
Doing the thing.
Watching the wearing tyres. They're not wearing too bad, to be perfectly honest. Wonder if many people are going to no stop it. I know someone was. Who called it? It was Lieutenant Ballbag Sniffer. I don't know, I can't remember his name. At the start of the race, it was Lieutenant old mate. Said he was
Lieutenant Skid Marks.
That's him. There he is in 4th. Sitting pretty. Going to no stop it. Tyre wear's really not too bad though. Oops, why would I run onto the grass?
Not sure, mate.
Because idiot. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of push from the fronts now, but I mean not a lot. Just a little. Yeah, it's Hippie's Aussie cousin, Skippy Heed. I like it. It's a good take on the name. There's another one of Mrs. Roscoe's Xbox notifications. Really kicking some goals on Harry Potter Lego.
Getting her done.
Limited skid marks mojo. That is just factually incorrect, sir. It is Lieutenant for sure.
Lieutenant Skid Marks.
Yep, it's Lieutenant Skid Marks. Because he shits himself. It's not a nice thing for me to discuss, I know. But...
and at the moment, he's up to 79 times.
79 he's on. 79 little Mr. Hanky the Poos on the side of his car.
Well, howdy ho.
Howdy ho.
There's no way I was getting that high at this time of night.
I went for it. My voice is already out there anyway.
Yeah, no, you did well,
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. So I guess I could pit at the end of this lap. Seems a bit stupid, but...
There was somebody on the grid back there.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing.
Yeah,
He's just
turned up.
He's just getting lapped.
Yeah, well, you were over a second slower on that lap than you were the previous.
It's definitely tyre wear kicking in. I'm definitely having to back off a touch as I go purple through sector 1.
Well, sector 1's not exactly a very technical sector.
Righto, thanks, mate.
Tyre.
Thanks. Oh, no!
Tyre.
Oh, no! No! Got it. I'm fine. Don't know what you're panicking about, mate. Carry on. The important thing is when you have a little moment, stay calm. Stay cool. Don't get carried away. Don't make strange noises on a live stream with people watching. You could wind down your entire penalty and still have a second gap. I could.
Where's the fun in that? Just keep pushing.
I'm going to pit. I'm going to do it. It's time, Ryan.
Yeah, well, the guy that was in second has had himself a bit of an incident. So now you got 5 seconds back to second.
Well, it's Lieutenant Skid Marks that we got to worry about because we know he's no stopping it.
Yeah, look, he'll be pretty butthurt.
Oh wow, there was a guy under the track then. That was amazing. Did you see that? He was cutting through that track like a hot knife through sick.
Yep, no, did see it.
Do I need fuel? Hell nah. I guess I'll go hard. I guess I won't refuel. It's pretty close though. I might just put a Skerrick in since I'm first. I don't want to give it all up because I run out of fuel in the last lap.
Old mate might be no stopping it.
Oh, he's Lieutenant Skid Marks, 100%. He called it before the race.
Good luck passing him then.
I'm going to have to overtake two. I'm back to third after the pit stop. And I reckon that was, I reckon he was spruiking his tactic when he said no pits. Maybe he was throwing the dummy.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah, he's chucking the dummy. He's saying to everyone, oh man, definitely the fastest way is to not pit. And then he's going to pit himself.
Well, we'll find out at the end of this lap because it wouldn't make any sense to go 7 laps if you're going to pit.
Don't worry about it, mate. He's just going to do that instead. That's fine. That's no big deal. Maybe we'll pit now.
That's not the guy you hit.
No, that's Lieutenant Skid Marks.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the guy you hit.
Nah, don't even know who that was. I nailed him from behind like we just got married.
Some unlucky bastard.
I'm 5 seconds behind old academic McCosy. Maybe that's Nick McCosy. Maybe he's made a new one.
Who's McCosy?
Really need to start winding this penalty down, don't I? Down to 4.3. I reckon he's. I'm going to keep pushing and catch up because when I'm behind him in a slipstream, that's when I'll try and burn the penalty down.
Yeah, well, he's definitely going the no stop because otherwise he would have stopped already.
Yeah, been not much point stopping with 3 laps to go. His pace is going to be pretty seriously affected.
Well, you've already got a second and a half on him in the last half a lap. And there's another half second.
Yeah, down to 2.6. I really am not doing much good at the hairpin this race. Pretty much cocked it up 100% of the time. Down to
yeah, look, that
2.3.
definitely wasn't the ideal line through there.
I'd suggest he is a European as well, or American.
Given the ping.
I did wonder, like with all the talk about there being no lobbies, I have wondered how many people in other regions would make an Australian account to jump in and try and
just
clock their race wins up. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense, I guess.
Another purple sector. 8/10 up. If I don't cock it up here. This could be the fastest lap of the race. Yes, it is. 51.6.
And more importantly, you got him down to a second.
Oh, he's hit the. Oh, he's gone all the way around that bad boy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you pit for tyres.
And now you've got a casual 13-second lead, does it?
7.6, I think. 7.7.
Yeah, 7.6.
Pit for tyres, people, if you're wondering.
Oh, he recovered. Yeah. The guy behind. The guy behind was 13 seconds behind you. Either way, he's not coming back from that.
Look at that, I actually pulled up for the hairpin that time. Nice. I knew I could do it once in this race.
Just once?
Just once.
Mojo says that's how he normally racks when you're behind him.
Yeah, panic spin. That's fair enough too. I have set that up based off historical racing tendencies. You know what, I'm going to wear this penalty now. I have a 9.2 second get up to full pace.
I can't imagine that anyone's going to be trying to challenge.
It's gone.
Jeez, lifting for 130R, that's pretty disappointing.
I won't have to do it again though. But this is the lap, unfortunately, where the tyre wear's going to affect the lap time a bit. I only went casually 3.7 seconds slower that lap. It's fine. To burn off a 2.8 second penalty.
Doesn't matter, I'm still 8.3 seconds.
God, tyres must be absolutely dead. For those people who didn't pit, they would have to be having a real bad time right now. Because even with the tyre wear you can see there, you'd be surprised how heavily affected how heavily affected the car is with that much tyre wear. Because it's such a high speed downforce track, you hook into all these turns and you just start to slide.
Which again isn't very realistic.
No, you're right. Because what Gran Turismo is saying is if your car doesn't have a lot of... Or when you go too slow for the downforce to kick in, like the aero to kick in, these cars have no grip. I bet these cars have a heap of mechanical and tyre grip.
I bet you they do as well.
It does say racing hard. Maybe Gran Turismo's version of racing hards are your... like a all-terrain tyre.
Maybe.
I'd imagine this with the tyres off my Ute would actually be pretty slippery.
I reckon. Maybe they're the tyres that won the Super GT Championship in 1995. They just put them back on.
Yeah. Same ones.
Because they'd be pretty hard by now.
Wouldn't have a lot of silica left.
No. Can't imagine they'd be supplying very much grip.
Oh, what a bloody schmozzle this is.
No, look, I mean, there is still a lap to go. You could probably throw that away in that time, so just keep your head down, eyes forward.
If Key did a winner, then it must be right. Must be, because you know the Key never makes mistakes.
Nope.
In all seriousness, though, he's pretty good. I don't mind watching the old Key. I don't watch a lot of Gran Turismo streams, believe it or not. I spend enough of my life in Gran Turismo without watching a lot of Gran Turismo streams. But I do jump in occasionally to the Keys if he's if I'm doing other stuff on the PC. I'll just chuck it on the second monitor.
The Skippy Hippie is up into 6th.
Oh, nice, man. Good job, Hippie.
From last.
Yeah. You can't complain with that.
With 432,000 ping.
Yeah. Skipping. Oh yeah, in 6th. That's what TJ just said.
Yeah.
Not even really been paying attention these last couple of laps. If I'm being brutally honest with you, just going through the motions. Butt hurts a bit. Oh.
Is this what Lewis Hamilton feels like? Gets out in the front of a race.
Must be.
And he's just like, oh.
I'm just so bored with my lack of competition.
Yeah. I bet you what he's actually thinking is, oh my god, I'm so good, guys.
Yeah.
So
I'm amazing. Watch what I'm doing. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? No, I can't. No, I'm not going to do the English accent. I'll retract that. Delete that bit out of the stream picture.
And then, as you're coming through here on the line, get in there, Lewis.
Thanks, guys. I have the best fans. You guys are the best fans. The guys, the fans in Japan, they're the best. I couldn't do this without you. Hashtag blessed.
Leave a cheeky like.
Good drive, Shannon. Thanks, mate. It wasn't really that amazing, to be honest, but it got the job done, and that's the main thing. Oh, McCosy managed to come third. How did our friend go? Lieutenant Shitbreak, whatever his name was. Skid marks. He's not even in the top 14, so he's had a Barry Crocker.
Is that a shocker?
He's had an absolute...
How'd that one stop go? No stop go for you?
Yeah, he's had a Barry Crocker.
I'd be interested to see who you
are. I mean, DNF'd. He's quit.
The old rage quit.
Yep, he has.
That'll get you.
He said, my car is Rhonda and Katut. No good. Skippy in 5th. Nice hippie head. Love it, mate. Oh, I only got a fastest lap. Didn't I get a clean race? That was a joke.
No, remember you got a penalty at the start?
Yeah.
Jesus, come on, mate.
It was a joke, Ryan. It's calm down, mate. It's calm down.
Have you only got 22 wins?
Yeah, mate.
You obviously haven't been exploiting this region thing that people keep talking about.
I literally haven't played Gran Turismo since the last stream, and the last stream was just my own personal race where you don't clock up wins. I reckon I've done, like, tonight, those 3 races I've done tonight, that's about me since these region changes. Oh, and I did those 2 more that I uploaded onto the channel as well. Oh, there was a nice ramming there. I wasn't sure if that initially might have been coming at me in the comments.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I thought that might have been coming at you.
Yeah, yeah, same.
Player Pab is texting. He's got a black car, and you did hit a black car from memory, I think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I'm waiting for it. Oh no, he's someone was almost. Thanks, hippie. Honest accident, lost control. Oh, those two are just... No, they're just having a chat. You're still waiting for player Pab, you reckon? It's him. Lucas said it's him. He's checked. I'm waiting for it. Let's see what he throws at me. Let's see if he destroys me here. He's an A as well, so he's going to be pissy. I can't wait. Here we go. The bloke in first completely stopped, and so did I. So I was... Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I expected.
No. But as you famously said in the early days of Charlie Rosco yourself, don't rage till you watch the replay.
No problem, mate. I had...
You'll have to type that one in, mate.
No. Where to go?
Doesn't matter. Still beat you all by 13 seconds anyway.
There's got to be a sorry on here, is there? I just want to chuck a size. I'll just chuck a size.
Yeah, it says it there, mate.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. I'm typing it myself. It's more genuine. It's more heartfelt when I do it
It's more
myself.
genuine, you reckon?
Yeah.
Alright. He says all G.
Oh, gee. It's all good. It's all good. You're good too, sir, but I can't be bothered typing anymore because it's such a laborious task on the PlayStation. But
it's pretty bad.
But good for you. What a good sport. That's what I like to see. A genuine good sport, even though I will probably lose DR because of that.
You did go up.
Did I?
It's blue. It's blue.
What, my DR was blue?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you're an AS hole.
I am an A-hole, yeah. An AS hole, an arson shithole. Is that what that stands for?
I don't know. Yeah, you're just making shit up.
Yeah, correct. What I never talked about that I was trying to get to was... I don't want to be there. Actually, yes, I do. I'm going to go to my menu. See what driver rating is. Oh, it's nearly back up to half. I'm still recovering all of those DR points I lost there in about 8 straight races. But Yeah, what I didn't discuss was that obviously this channel, Gran Turismo iRacing Project Cars, and by the way, stay tuned if you're new, hit subscribe because Thursday I'm going to be jumping into some iRacing, I believe. There'll be plenty of iRacing coming up. The goal, Ryan, my goal for this year is to get into a good racing league and you and I do a driver swap endurance race. That's the goal. That's the dream.
Sweet. Well, as long as you don't make me do many hours of a race and then destroy the car.
No, well, I'll go first, so that can't happen to you. You're protected from that then.
Yeah, and then it's all on me.
Then it's all on you. Context for people, it happened to Ryan. He did like 4 straight hours in an endurance race on R Factor, and then his teammate finally jumped in and like 20 minutes later had to...
No, not even 20 minutes. Out of the pits, at Le Mans, got to Tertre Rouge, changed down a gear instead of up, and blew the engine.
What? I think Ryan's just died. There we go. And then what?
What did you get?
I don't know. He came out Tertre Rouge.
So he came out of the pits at Le Mans.
Yep, got that.
Got to Tertre Rouge, so hadn't even made it onto the Mulsanne straight.
Yep.
And instead of pulling from 4th into 5th, he's gone to 3rd and blown the engine. That was the end of our race.
What a legend. What a dead set legend.
Top bloke.
But anyway, I want to do a iRacing endurance race with you at some stage this year. Now, I don't know if that's a realistic target. I think it is. Follow our journey along towards that. Project Cars, I want to do, probably just going to use Project Cars 2 for online lobbies. I'm going to do plenty of open lobbies. So you just need to be friends with me on the PlayStation Network, which you can see on the screen at the moment, DRX913. So add me if you are interested in doing either Project Cars 2 or Gran Turismo lobbies. I'm probably going to run some Assetto Corsa lobbies as well. So if you've got Assetto Corsa, it would be nice to jump in and have just the odd race here and there on Assetto Corsa. It's a very good simulator. It's a cool game. And plus other miscellaneous fun games, I'm sure, throughout the year. But over on the other channel, Lethal Charlie, what I was getting to before, and my second channel, if you need a link to that, it's actually not on my website. It's one thing I need to update. But it is, if you go to my front page of YouTube, you'll see it's a recommended channel, suggested channel, whatever. So Mondays, Ryan has been running a Motorsport Manager series, which will continue whether or not they are 2.5 hour live streams, Ryan, or if you'll break them up into videos and upload them. Either way, it's going to be there.
We'll find out on Monday. And
I'm going to run some Let's Plays. I know that's a pretty old terminology. Where did I plug that from? But I want to play through a few games this year. So The Last of Us 2 is coming out. I'm pretty pumped about that. So I think I'm going to play through The Last of Us and its DLC. And there's a couple of other games I'll probably play through with a sprinkling of other things. So if you do like non-racing games, I'm still not going to upload it to this channel because I want this to be a dedicated racing channel. But I will occasionally upload stuff and live stream on Lethal Charlie. So if you're not subscribed there, that is worth checking out. Even if you were into racing, because there will be some racing things up there. Obviously, the channel members were off to a good start with Kogan, Piosco, TJ Deacon, and Staniel all being members of the channel. So thank you very much to those guys, the VIPs as I am calling them. Definitely going to be having some member benefits this year, just maybe some extra content that other people don't get to see. Little videos here and there, or an early release of a video and things like that is something that's going to be happening. You'll be doing
the VIPs and the MVPs.
And the MVPs. What's this talk in the chat here? Got punted, level up fast, right on the line. Doing anything for the Bathurst 12 hours? Luca, yes. I'm going to be doing 2 at this stage. I'm going to be doing 2 Bathurst 1.2 hours. Now, I need to get back to you on weekend and details. One's going to be on Gran Turismo Sport, and one is going to be on Project Cars 2. And I reckon what you can guarantee with Project Cars 2 is that we're probably going to have some racing at night and possibly some in the rain, simply because we can't do it on Gran Turismo. So why not have the shits?
Well, the race does start at 5:45 AM.
It does, and I might.
And it is bloody dark.
Yep, I might follow that, and also, follow that lead. Start in the dark, and maybe try and introduce some rain throughout the day as well. Make it interesting. So that should be a bit of fun. I'm really hoping I can fill the lobby up. I'm sure I'll be able to on Gran Turismo Sport for the 1.2 hours. So they're coming up. Lots of endurance races coming up this season, this year, plus series and all that sort of thing. Resident Evil 2, maybe. I used to love Resident Evil 2. Shannon was a big fan as a young fella. You got to go, Dave. Nice catching up on a live stream. Thanks very much for joining, mate. Do appreciate you being here. And that goes to everyone that has stopped by. I do appreciate you taking some time out of your day to come here and hang out. It's great to be back for 2019. It's great to have Ryan with me. I'm excited about all the content and all the things that are going to be happening on this channel. So, you know, again, if you're new, hit subscribe. Why not? Become a subscriber. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I've probably forgotten to give some details, but I'll be back on Thursday, most likely with an iRacing stream. And yeah, we're going to discuss iRacing. We're going to have a look at iRacing. It's one of those things I can see iRacing becoming a more regular feature on the channel later in the channel's life, because for now, as I said earlier in the stream, Ryan and I are just on the grind for basically driver rating, the iRacing's version of driver rating, so that we can unlock better championships, better cars. So yeah, that's about it. But anyway, thank you to everyone that has joined the stream. I think that is going to be the end of it. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Ryan, before we wrap all this up?
No, it's pretty much covered it, mate.
It has pretty much covered it. So yeah, thanks very much to everyone that did stop by and watch the stream. I do appreciate everyone that left a like as well. It does help the channel out a lot, believe it or not. And it's free to do. So if you can't or don't want to be a channel member or leave any donations or anything like that, it's totally fine. If you do want to support me, all you got to do is hit that thumb, and that helps me out a lot. But yeah, massive thank you to those that were kind enough though to become the new members. Obviously TJ Deacon and Staniel to go with Kogan and Piosco. The VIPs, I need to update that list before next stream. And yeah, finally make sure you are all over my social, various social means. Twitter I'm pretty active on these days. Discord I'm the most active on, so they're probably the two main ones. But there's also Facecake there. There's all sorts of stuff. And if you didn't see Nightbot cranking those links out all night, just jump over to my website, www.charlierosco.com. But that's it. So thanks for joining. And until next time, it's going to be goodbye for now. See you, Ryan.
See ya.